morning, people of the internet and subscribers to Shalom Aleichem. Today I'm going to be doing a recovery vlog, and also, but I'm going to be focusing on one thing, and this actually might be two parts. This might turn into two parts, but for now I'm just going to be focusing on one thing. I'm going to be focusing on wanting to get off my medications and start doing naturopathic treatment for my OCD and anxiety. This is pretty controversial to some people, but I'm gonna just say my opinion, and I'm gonna say why I feel this way and why I want to. I already had wanted to get off my medications, but I'm gonna tell you why I want to stop seeing my psychiatrist altogether and just focus with a naturopathic doctor on getting rid of my anxiety. I went to a psychiatry appointment 2 weeks ago. I told him about how I had been starting to develop some tics. I wouldn't say starting to develop, but I'd been starting to have some tics. I've had these tics at least 2 times. And then there was another time that it might have been a tic, but I'm not sure. And the tic is basically just go like this. And kind of like jerk my head back and to the side. And these were really distinct to me. I could tell, the 2 times I could tell it was a tic, I could really tell it was a tic because I could feel it like happening, like I could feel it about to happen, and then it happened, and like it would just be kind of like relief. So basically I went to my psychiatrist and I told him this, and then told me, basically he just said like he said that my medications that I'm actually going off on usually suppress tics, and then he told me the treatment for tics, which is habit reversal therapy or something like that. See, I was okay with this until later that night, when I was just thinking, like, I felt like he didn't really tell me the cause of the tics. Like, I felt like he didn't really tell me, like, why they're happening. So I wanted to do my own research, and I looked up if my medications that I'm on cause tics. And it turns out both of them can cause tics. And that made me really angry, because I felt deceived by my psychiatrist. I felt like he had not told me the whole truth. Like, a psychiatrist's job is to manage you and manage you on your medications. So they should be telling you what's going on, like what could be your medications, like what could be a side effect. Like, if I'm like having seizures and he diagnoses me with epilepsy and doesn't even consider that it could be my medications, I could have a whole new diagnosis. And then they'll start giving me epilepsy medication when really it could have been a side effect the whole time. And now watch, if I get off my other medications, I'll stop having the seizures, and then I'm still on these other medications and I don't really need them, and it's just like an endless cycle, really. That's why I don't like conventional doctors. But anyway, I'll get to that later. Basically I felt very deceived, and I really was angry at him, and I decided I'm just gonna not see him anymore. I'm gonna tell him I'm not going to see him anymore, and I'm going to go see a naturopathic doctor who will help me. Because I have heard of a lot of people, online mostly, but especially this woman, Julie from My OCD Diary, talked about this in her last video, and I saw her TED talk about it, and it really touched me because I have experienced naturopathy, well, holistic like therapies in the past, mostly with nutrition, where it has changed my life, pretty much, my physical health. Because of a holistic doctor, I was diagnosed with a gluten intolerance. I stopped eating gluten. All of my effects from that went away, and I feel so great now. Because of that, I've been more in tune with my body, too. So I discovered that dairy hurts my stomach, too. So I stopped eating dairy, and I feel so great, honestly. And I used to get stomach aches all the time. I'd always feel sluggish and down, but now I feel so fantastic, like all the time. Not all of the time, obviously, but a lot of the time. And especially, like, I feel like when you eat, food should make you feel good and energized, not make you feel sluggish and down. And food always used to make me feel sluggish whenever I would eat gluten, but when I don't eat gluten, I don't feel sluggish. So basically, that's been my experience with naturopathy in the past. And now, hearing about people being treated with naturopathy for their mental health, I decided, if I'm doing it for my physical health, why not for my mental health too? I want to live a holistic lifestyle. I believe that's what's right for me. I wrote down some notes of why I want to do this, because I feel like whenever I tell this to someone, I have to make an argument for it. So basically, I felt really deceived by my psychiatrist, and I felt like I want to stop seeing him. And then I talked to my psychologist the other day at my appointment with her, And she kind of convinced me that maybe I shouldn't stop seeing him. Also, my holistic doctor says she won't take me off the, well, not my holistic doctor, but the holistic doctor I might be seeing, the naturopathic doctor, said that she won't take me off the medications without the prescribing physician's consent. So I guess I can't just stop going to see my psychiatrist. But I definitely want to be more proactive and treating my anxiety in holistic ways, so I'll be more likely to go off my medications when I find, like, when I'm feeling better and stuff. And, like, maybe I won't get into an argument with my psychiatrist or his fellows about it, like last time when I wanted to go off my medications because they didn't want me to do it, and that's irrelevant right now though. Conventional doctors, they put you on medications despite the risk for side effects. And then they tell you that, like, it's doing more help than it is harm, but the thing is, they just keep giving you more medications for the side effects. So it's like you start with one medication, then you got a bad side effect, so they give you medicine for that side effect. And then you get another bad side effect from the new medication, then you get another bad side effect, and then you gotta get more medication, and then you get another bad side effect, and you get more medication until you're on like 20 pills. This has actually happened to someone, so don't say I'm lying here. This has actually happened to someone I know. And then basically one day you're just like, I just gotta stop, and then you get rid of all the medications, and then you're totally fine. And then you do some naturopathic remedies, and then you're all good. Like, that's how it works for a lot of people. Because people don't want to be on all these drugs all the time that are really hurting their body, especially with psychotic medications, or psychological medications, I should say. They could be very harmful to our bodies and to our minds. We don't know because we don't have enough research on it. All we know, and this is what my doctor said, both of my doctors said, we don't know how it works, we just know it works, so we use it. But the thing about that is, why do it conventionally when there are all these side effects and horrible things that could happen, when you can do it holistically and it works just as fine? I've been researching different things like turmeric. Taking I think 1,000 milligrams of turmeric is just as effective as taking I don't remember how much it was, but it's just as effective as taking Prozac and treating depression. And I've also read St. John's wort is just as effective as Prozac, although there are different studies for that that say otherwise. So it's really complicated when studying these things. But basically, people like to use the conventional medications because, well, one, they're cheaper. Two, conventional medications are researched more. So I talked about this with my psychologist. With the conventional medications, a lot of times they'll do a big study where they'll do, what's it called? Oh, I forgot what it's called. I should know this. I learned this in psychology class. But they'll do a big study. Oh, I just had it and I lost it. They'll do a big study where a lot of people will take the drug and a placebo, and then they'll study these people and they'll see that the placebo people did not have any effects of the drugs, and the people who took the drugs did have the effects of the drugs. And so that's what people do with the conventional medications. Now, with holistic medications, there's not enough funding to do those big studies like that. So instead, people go more by case studies. And a case study is when you take an individual account and see how the treatment affected them. That can be hard to use because we don't know the other aspects of that person's life besides the medication or the treatment she was taking. But the thing is, I've seen holistic treatments work in my life, and I've seen them work in other people's lives. So I believe in holistic medications, and this is very controversial, and I've realized this while I've been filming. But this is my opinion, and this is part of my recovery vlog, because what I'm trying to do is I'm updating you guys on what I've been thinking and what I've been feeling. So if you guys, please be nice in the comments. Don't be judgmental. With holistic medications, don't knock it till you try it, guys. But and I know this is common in a lot of people with anxiety and depression, that they want to do things holistically and naturally. A lot of people say they want to do natural remedies, and that's totally fine with me, obviously. But also some people take medications, and that's okay too if you choose to do that. But to me, it's just not an option anymore. I don't want to be on these medications. I don't want these tics. I feel like the tics are a result from the medications. However, my psychologist did bring up the point that it could be genetic, because people with OCD often have tics. It's just common with OCD, people with OCD. So the tics could be part of my genetic makeup that came with the OCD. I don't know. But I really think it's the medications. Maybe it's because of my prejudice against the medications. I don't know. But I have never had tics before in my life. And then all of a sudden they just come out of nowhere. So I feel like it's the medications because I've been on them for so long that they're starting to affect me more. On the other hand, I have been going down on my antipsychotic medication, and that is supposed to suppress tics. So because I've been going down, it could be that they're just popping up now. And I might have already talked about this and then I forgot. I don't know. I'm really tired. So that's all I have to say for now, but that's basically what I've been feeling lately. By the way, I just noticed my poo has been in the back. I didn't even just acknowledge it. The giant Pooh Bear has been in behind me. And also there's a piglet over there, but he's under the covers. But this is my big Pooh doll. I've had him since I was really, really young. I used to be obsessed with Winnie the Pooh as a kid. I loved Piglet. Piglet was like my guy. I had this little Piglet doll that I would take everywhere. But anyway, back to the subject matter. I want to start doing holistic therapies for my mental health because I've already done it for my physical health and it's been successful. So that's basically what I've been thinking about lately and what's been going on in my recovery. So I'm going to get an appointment with a holistic doctor soon, hopefully. I'm really excited about this because I want to live a holistic lifestyle, and I want to treat my health, my mental health, and my physical health holistically. So I'm going to start doing that, and that makes me happy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm probably going to do another update vlog after this with part 2 basically of other stuff that's been going on, but this takes a long time just for me to talk about. So I've just been using this. This is part 1 about naturopathy, and then part 2 is going to be about other stuff going on in my life. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later.